Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of boxing, inside the boxing world. In today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my fantasy boxing matches. So these are the following boxing matches that I would love to see, the following fights I would love to see. If all these respective legends, these respective icons of the sport of boxing were all in the prime of their careers, at the top of the mountain in their respective Hall of Fame careers, these are the following fights that I would love to see happen. Starting off with fight number one would be Sugar Ray Leonard versus Oscar De La Hoya. Now, I do believe that Sugar Ray Leonard versus Oscar De La Hoya will be a great pay-per-view box office attraction fight between the two respective fighters, because you have Oscar De La Hoya, who went on to become a 6th division world champion. Then you look at Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was the best fighter of his generation, and he went on to become a 5 division world champion in the sport of boxing. And when you take that into consideration, how great they were in different weight classes, I feel like the perfect fight for this to happen, the perfect weight class for this to happen, will be at the welterweight division at 147 or the super welterweight division at 154 pounds. I think that would be an appropriate weight for this respective fight to happen. But with that being said, I feel like Sugar Ray Leonard would defeat Oscar De La Hoya. I feel like he would get either the split decision win or the knockout victory, because Sugar Ray Leonard was very good at what he did. And I'm not taking anything away from Oscar De La Hoya. He's an all-time great. But if you look at his losses off the top of my head, his losses against Floyd Mayweather, his losses against Manny Pacquiao, his losses against Bernard Hopkins, he kind of disappeared all in the later rounds of the fight, where he was supposed to show up when it mattered most. 2 out of 3 fights that I just mentioned that he lost, he got stopped. Manny Pacquiao knocked him out. Bernard Hopkins knocked him out with that crucial body shot that will never be forgotten in the sport of boxing. Floyd Mayweather just outboxed him in the later rounds to win that fight. So I feel like Sugar Ray Leonard would put on a good masterclass performance to possibly stop Oscar De La Hoya, or Oscar De La Hoya would show the heart of a champion, something that he's always done in his boxing career. Fight until the end, and I feel like he would get he would lose this fight by unanimous decision. I said split decision a few minutes ago, but now I think about it, I feel like it would be a unanimous decision win for Sugar Ray Leonard if those were two respective fighters fought each other in a perfect world in the sport of boxing. Now, next fight, we have Manny Pacquiao versus Julio Chavez Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez. I feel like Manny Pacquiao versus Julio Cesar Chavez will be an absolute cinema, an absolute insane fight. That's something that will be remembered for the ages. And this could happen in a picture-perfect world in the sport of boxing, because they're two all-time greats, some all-time greats that the sport of boxing will never forget. Manny Pacquiao was a 7-division world champion. We have never seen that happen in the sport of boxing until Manny Pacquiao had the courage to climb up and down the rankings, up and down weight classes, to prove that why he was one of the best to ever do it in the sport of boxing. Then you look at Julio Chavez. He went on to have a total of 107 wins, having 86 victories coming away of knockout. That's how great Julio Chavez's boxing career was in its own right. But I feel like this would be the perfect dream fight between Manny Pacquiao and Julio Chavez, because it would be a quick, fast-paced fight between the two respective fighters. Both fighters would land some absolute bombs throughout this fight. And I feel like both respective fighters would be in potential danger to hit the canvas once, maybe even twice in this fight. But I feel like Manny Pacquiao would defeat the Mexican legend of Julio Chavez. I feel like Manny Pacquiao has always been successful fighting Mexican fighters in his boxing career. I feel like he would have no problem dishing out some punishment to Julio Chavez, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time. And I feel like Manny Pacquiao will win this fight by split decision in a dream fight between himself and Julio Chavez in the world of boxing. Now, my final dream fight for this segment would be Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. I feel like in a picture-perfect world, if both were in the prime of their careers, Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard would be the biggest fight and one of the greatest fights to ever happen in boxing history. Hands down, that's how great both Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard were in their respective boxing careers. I feel like this fight would be a perfect chess match. I feel like Sugar Ray Leonard's speed and quickness and athleticism would match up well against Floyd Mayweather's defensive skills, the Floyd's boxing IQ, and Floyd Mayweather's quick offense as well. Both actually packed a punch. If you guys remember, if you follow Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd had a lot of power, and when he became Money Mayweather, he just became more smarter in the sport of boxing. So his power really never went away. But I feel like this fight between Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather would go down to the judges' scorecards. I feel like Floyd would win this fight by split decision, defeating Sugar Ray Leonard. I feel like an appropriate weight class for this fight to happen would be at welterweight, because both are some all-time greats at the welterweight division. But I feel like Floyd won this fight by split decision. It'd be a fun fight filled with some big-time shots landed. We would see some great defensive adjustments by Floyd Mayweather in this fight. Sugar Ray Leonard would try his best to land some good, strong, effective punches on Floyd Mayweather. But I feel like Floyd would dish out the punishment to Sugar Ray Leonard, do enough to win the fight by a split decision by the judges' scorecards. I feel like that fight would be something that is only as good as a fight that can happen only in your dreams. I feel like if that fight really were to happen, and both were in the prime of their careers, both fought at around the same time as each other, I really feel like that fight will be one of, if not the biggest fight in boxing history. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.